Good day. Welcome to Kingwilliam Everything. We got something really cool. And this came out in 2012, and I really wanted it bad when it came out. And I'm not sure why, but you kind of see the Windows logo on here. So this is a Windows Surface. Actually, it's Windows Surface with Windows RT. And I believe the RT meant for real time. You can see it's got all kinds of dirty fingerprints on. I got this in a lot. Somebody had to give me a whole pile of laptops, and there was a Surface in there. So I wiped it out and re-imaged it. It had a backup image on here. And I'm kind of impressed. So I'm kind of curious, is this still good for use in 2021? I remember this came out 2012, so it's been 8, 9 years since this bad boy came out. And I was curious, can you still use it? And I think you're going to be surprised. Of course, one thing they touted, I think they had commercials, it's got the kickstand. You can see this is the 64 gigabit version, so it's a little bit bigger than the other ones. And, come on. It fell over. It fell over. There we go. And we'll log in. And I'll even show you my password. I'm sorry I logged in. But basically, let's get you nice and straight here. This is a Surface RT. It has 2 gigabytes of RAM. I'll kind of show you some of the specs. Okay, I got it up here. One that kind of neat thing is you can see this is Windows updates. And this is 2021 August, and it is still getting patches. So that's pretty good for Windows 8.1. It's still getting software updates. No browser updates, so that's very disappointing. So you're stuck with Internet Explorer. Yes, Internet Explorer. There are no other browsers for this. Not a lot of software came out for it, and that was, I think, one of the things that Microsoft really did bad. The Microsoft Store had, if you remember, on the phone and the tablets, these are ARM-based, not Intel, these are ARM-based PCs. They had a store, and their store sucked. I mean, it was just horrific. And even on the phone, they made fantastic phones. The Windows Phone was fantastic. The store, it just sucked. And that, I think, was part of the issue with this fellow. So if you want any kind of neat app, not a lot of people made an app for this fellow. Which is sad, because now, if you look in 2021, sometimes if you buy a Surface, you got to be careful, because you're going to get an ARM Surface, and you wouldn't even not know it, because a lot of the apps will install, like Windows 32, 64-bit apps will install on the new Surfaces, and you wouldn't even know that it's an ARM-based PC, because it just emulates it and installs it and runs fine. There are some things on some of the newer ones that you'll notice, like if you try, like put a Cisco VPN client and go, hey, wait a second, that's an Intel-based chip, because it kind of needs that chip to do some stuff, where pretty much every other app, Office, whatever you want to jam on there will just go on. This guy only used the store. So there are no other apps other than the store apps for this. And the store still works. There's still some apps out there. But browsers, there used to be a browser, I can't remember the name of it, but I can't find it again. So you're stuck with Internet Explorer. And if you ever try to use Internet Explorer in a modern day world, it doesn't happen. Nothing supports it. Very, very few things support. You may get MSN. Even that's iffy. And that's Microsoft's own website. I'll kind of show you here. You can see the Windows updates being updated. I'll kind of show you the PC info. Let's go back here. And this is Windows 8. Let's see. Let's go PC and devices, PC info, and it is a NVIDIA Tegra chip, Tegra quad core CPU, 1.3 gigahertz, 2 gig RAM. So Windows 10, there's a hack to put Windows 10 on here, but I think you're stuck with this. Of course, it's 32-bit operating system, so this is the end of what this is going to be able to do. Windows RT real-time 8.1, and it's activated. By default, it was activated. What was kind of neat when this came out, it was kind of marketed mostly towards like college kids, because it was basically, you got a laptop, a little Surface laptop, and built-in Office. So that's what kind of they're marketing towards kids. And you could surf the internet fine, because Internet Explorer was still pretty hot back then. But having the full Office suite was, I think, the main marketing feature of this fellow. And they had another version, they had an Intel version, that was much more expensive. This was kind of fairly inexpensive, because it was using an ARM chip, just same as like your normal cell phone would use. It's kind of neat. And you would, for the normal person looking at Windows 8 PC and a Windows 8 ARM PC or Windows or RT, you would not even notice the difference. Other than if you try to install an app, not going to happen. Let's see, we'll go back up here. I'll show you Internet Explorer really quick. And this is where I think it fails big time. You can see here's MSN. Let's go to, see, it doesn't, it's going to play that video maybe. Probably crash. Let's go to MSN. Oh, it is going to play a video. Trying to. Let's see, where's my pointer at, guys? Where's my pointer? There it is. You see, it's going to crash. So let's let it crash, close it. And that's what you're going to get a lot of if you try using Internet Explorer. Pretty much any modern website, it's going to say it's not supported. You see, it's kind of crashy. But you can get to some websites like MSN. You'll get some things. You try watching YouTube or something, like, just not going to happen. This just not supported anymore. Let's see if we can close out of this fellow. There we go. Let's try msn.com. There it goes. So you can kind of see it kind of sort of launches. The ads and things like that are going to freak out, and it's probably going to crash. Oh, not too bad. So we can click on something here. Let's see. Yeah, see, it does crash. So using the browser or Internet Explorer in this guy is a very, very sad experience. But the main feature, I think, why you might still want to get this, if you do see it like for 10, 20 bucks, pick it up. It's worth it. More than that, is it a neat little tablet? Sure. But is it useful? Maybe. Depends on what you want to do. Like I said, I think the main feature of this, you go into here, you'll see, where's Microsoft Office 2013. And we can do Word, we can do Excel, and all that works great. So I think that's where this actually comes in kind of handy. If you're not going to surf the internet, which I'm thinking most people, if you got a laptop or a tablet, you're going to want to surf the internet. But if you just want to use it for some business stuff like Excel, Word, things like that, I think you might find this useful. Would I spend money on it? No, I got it free, and I really like it. I think it's kind of cool. The store still has some apps out there, and the fact that they're still supporting it and putting out patches, but they have not ported like Windows Edge. At least if they put Edge on here, I think it would be a great little laptop because it still worked fine and it worked great. It just, Internet Explorer does not support it anymore. But you can see we got Excel and we got Word. Let's find Word. That's Microsoft Office. And here's Excel. Here's Word. So this was what it was kind of marketed towards. I actually had repaired one of these probably about 8 years ago. No, wait, maybe 7 years ago, 7, 8 years ago. Young lady, it wasn't working, and when I looked at the cable, it was all like mangled up, like a dog was chewing on it or something. It's like, well, you need a new power supply. So I went on Amazon, got a new power supply for like 10 bucks. It's just a little itty bitty power supply. So you can kind of see, you can do Word, Excel, all that's fine. But other than that, internet browsing just not going to happen. And I did search. I searched and searched for any kind of browser that was supported on here. I cannot find it. So I'm kind of sad. I know it used to be in the store at some point, but not anymore. But still, kind of neat little laptop. It has all the touch. I got the touch turned off because I like to use the keyboard and the touchpad. But it has the, let's see, like a detachable keyboard, like all the Surface do, and it's got little magnets. Bloop, pops back on. Cameras, all that works fine. It's just a great little laptop. Unfortunately, there's no browsing anymore, and without browsing, it's kind of useless, I guess, unless you want to do some writing and some Exceling and things like that. But then it's like, So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do see a Surface RT, and this is the first version, they have a Surface 2 that still has the ARM stuff on it. And it's kind of weird that it all comes back. This was a great idea. They just did not, their storage just was horrible. They did not have apps. They did not support it very well. And they shortly discontinued it. And now they're doing it again. But this time they're doing it right. They actually have, it's on ARM chips. And it works. And you can run normal Windows Intel-based apps on there and seamlessly. Kind of like the new iPads and the iMacs, where it just installs the old stuff with the new chips, even though they're not supported. It just kind of emulates those instruction sets. So anyway, that is the Surface RT. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That is you guys. Whoa, have a great day. Whee!